just arrived in Tari as guests of the Papua New Guinea Chamber of Mines and Petroleum, and have been joined by the women from Hoyabia village. Is that correct, yeah?
After being received by the women of Hoyabia, the Resource PNG team was also welcomed by the Angore core community.
Thank you very much.
And in partnership with the Action Mobile and Chamber of Mining and Petroleum, they bring these opportunities for Angora women.
In the Hela province, women are working together to improve their lives through a project facilitated by the Papua New Guinea Chamber of Mines and Petroleum's Women in Mining program.
You got all trainers finish, all staff of Hoyabia Tari Circuit United Church.
The trip la weekend mi hamu mas nunggu through mi bela bagi plan sa bela ibu.
Underpinning this level of cooperation are the social, political and economic influences of the multi-billion-dollar PNG LNG project.
Most women here didn't know how to sit in the market. They didn't even know how to count the monies. They thought once they get married, their job is to bear children, make garden on the husband's land, raise pigs. And they thought that was the duty. Until the project came in, and the project had opened their eyes.
It is the emergence of change brought about by the PNG LNG project that has produced a local response to development by the women of the Hela province. The Women in Mining program was founded in 2003 by the World Bank with funding assistance from the Japanese government.
What are the challenges and opportunities that face women and their families as they deal with the special consequences of having extractive resource projects in their communities? So I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what we've learned. First, on behalf of the World Bank, I want to underline again our deep, deep gratitude to the Japanese government for your continued support for Papua New Guinea's Gender and Extractive Industries Program. This second grant from the Japan Social Development Fund is a very unusual thing. It is not common for JSDF to do follow-on projects. Their resources are very highly sought after. It's a very competitive process, and so we're very honored that they trust us enough to carry on this good work for a second phase. We're also very excited to be continuing our work with the Chamber. The Chamber of Mines and Petroleum were our partners from the very beginning. They helped create some of the brainstorming ideas that first led to the first JSDF program. They were our implementing partners for that first JSDF grant and for the work that we undertook more recently as partners with ExxonMobil in the Gender and LNG program, which we have been very excited about. And we're really happy that the Chamber has agreed to continue to work with us and the government of Japan.
The Women in Mining program had emerged out of a series of conferences that brought together various stakeholders and women from various regions with extractive industry activity.
I've been to those whole 4 conferences, in fact, and the fourth one was quite an uplifting and emotional event, actually. There were 350 women from all over the country. I was one of the few males there. But having seen the 4 conferences, it was staggering to me to see the progress made by a lot of the women as individuals and as groups from all our respective projects and the impact areas of our projects. So from the experience gained in the first project and the extensive network that our Chamber team led by Leslie Bennett established with the women's groups all over the country associated with our projects, local level governments and our own industry community relations people who are critical in these projects. We believe that we could do a lot more to support community women at our project sites. So we welcomed the offer from the World Bank, who've been our great supporters, to look at seeking a second project from the JSDF. We really felt that we had the necessary experience and skills to aim higher this time round. And so we sought a much larger project that would ensure training and support for the project impacted women was more enduring and far-reaching.
Program activities have been designed to respond to the desire of women to build greater self-reliance through the provision of training in life skills, basic literacy, bookkeeping, and targeted livelihood support. For example, sewing, baking, and improved agricultural practices. In a broader context, the training was also about bringing peace and harmony into a community well known for its tribal fights between different clans. The success of the program has been driven by the support of various industry players and the dedications of individuals who have committed themselves towards the emancipation of women in remote communities throughout Papua New Guinea.
For example, when women from Monkey Tower near Hidden Valley in Bololo ask us to call them back in 15 minutes because they have to find a spot where they can pick up a mobile phone signal, we make sure we call them back in 15 minutes. For the majority of these women who lack opportunities enjoyed and taken for granted by most, this project has really touched their lives, offering them hope to improve their circumstances. When a woman runs up to me in the middle of the jungle between Sambrigi and Gobe and asks when the next training will be, that is an indication of the depth of this project.
Wagini wane gini rume tapini wane rume ogori awini yaga guru ni baruraro agoma kinu hapene ni buru kuraruraro agari mandame megari raro ajida jaribi tango mechamabu ke bagai bu abu hariguna anda waye ware melaruraro.
Communities impacted by the PNG LNG project have received special recognition from the Women in Mining project through Esso Highland Limited's PNG LNG Petroleum Areas Capacity Building Project. This project is financed by a grant from Esso Highlands Limited to the World Bank in order to carry out capacity building and training activities for women in the footprint areas where the company is operating. North of the provincial capital, Tari, lie the idyllic settings of Hoebia United Church Mission Station. The local Women's Fellowship has used its own initiative to construct a multi-purpose women's training center. Their efforts have received recognition from ExxonMobil and the PNG Chamber of Mines and Petroleum.
Here, you may not need lo animal trainers outside lo kam na training wal mama blue lo here. So you mix him, you got all trainers finish, all staff lo Hoyabia Tari Second United Church. Me play use him all because all got sabe lo samap. So me play use him all. So this line one play am empowering. So you use him all line blue me yet all got sabe lo line him all narpla. Mary blue me yet. So this line me play big play hama mas this line. Thank you.
We were Valentina Command Priscilla. We reduced the officers on the ground who were really sending emails forward and begging forward, and they really help us with lifting all these materials here, follow up the management office, the financial thing. Well, there's a lot of process in there, so there were the good ladies who have been helping us, and they also engaged with Leslie, the Chamber of Mine and Petroleum, our manager, and they made a trip here one time. They came here one time, and then Leslie was very happy to see what we were doing, and then she took note of all our priority areas, what's our plan in future. So we told them that our priority, all the basics we have gone through. Our priority areas, we want to go for advance, everything in advance. 3 areas that we were looking forward in advance. So we need advance with the electrical machines. We were looking forward baking in electrical cakes. That's we will supply all the Hela people. Baking for Hela people and uniforms for all the Hela schools. And we were planning to build ovens, not ovens, but all home for our women who will really be struggling. Those were the priority areas we present last time we were Leslie and the team came.
The empowerment of women in a male-dominated society is critical, particularly in the current context of resource development in Hela province. What is also imperative is an understanding of the local synergies that can be used to complement efforts to improve the status of women.
One of our plan, our leaders, our trainers, and our executives, the body of the church, we really wanted to impart our skills. We knew that there's a lot of women who doesn't have a lot of skills like us. So it's under the law of the spiritual laws, and also the women abide with that law, so to impart what you have to others who hasn't has. So according to that, that kind of law we have in the church, we're trying to build a partnership with women's networking with other women, and we can show Hela women can do. Rather than hiring people are trying. And so we thought that it's a good idea for us to go to Angore, and we will impart what we have to do. Okay. Oh, here we go. I want to my expectation from this Angora woman, I know that there's a lot of money going into the community, but to capture or to catch this money, they don't know ways to catch this money to sustain themselves with the community. So this kind of training can be with them. Even the project we want done, but these skills and knowledge will be still within them, and they will still be continuing where they belongs to. It may be in a group, it may be in a church organized, it may be done in an individual. They can still use these skills to utilize it in their own ways of how they think it suits them to make money. I think that they will do much better, and still they will come to us to seek for more advices or any advanced skills they need. I think we are trying to build. We have already built a networking pathways, but I hope ExxonMobil and Chamber of Money will still be on the ground to give us help in whatever we are sort of. But we ourselves will build strong network to make these women like ourselves. So we want to duplicate one Hoip in here, one Hoip in Angore, and maybe we are trying to plan forward one Hoip in Korba, and one Hoip down at Kopero side, and we have 10 Hoipes in Hela. I think we will minimize some of the issues the women and young girls are facing today, and a lot of domestic violence women are facing. Women will be, different angles. They will be holistically feeding in their lifestyles, and they will be good. Otherwise, marriage now my motto: never give up. Always becomes my motto. So my motto: I will never give up. I'm planning to duplicate what we are doing here to other women's group, and not only in terms of sewing, but in terms of all other areas like cooking, others like home management skills, other areas like nutrition, other areas like gender. This is one of the, as I have told you, men-dominated society. So we have to really teach the women and women to balance the gender balance. They can be, help each other and do all this way.
Thank you, Mary Michael Tamia. Lo lugatim dislamasin lo mipla ol Mary Angore. Women na youth la Angore for 3 days, 2.5 days. Stop safe one time you na. Mito ga mamas la you. Na mamas blomi go ogata lo bishop la you. Na ogata ol Mary kamati you na ol ministers la you. Emi soy mosem. Says he can now walk. bung one time. Old man married lo rural place and people like come up good one time all skills, livelihood skills. Lo improve him life. Lo people yet, lo family, lo community. So I can keep up him good la Hela behind.
Beneath the lush green vegetation that carpets the mountains and plains of Hela province are the fault lines of tribalism that run through the landscape. And nowhere are these traditional tribal divisions more graphically illustrated than by the traditional Hela ditches that demarcate Hela society. It is therefore no mean feat that the Women in Mining program has been able to gain the cooperation of the women from Hoyabia and the women from Angore. Beyond the life skills training, the Women in Mining program is bringing together traditional tribal enemies and building bridges over traditional Hela ditches.
Angore is a vast area of mountainous terrain inhabited by traditional Huli tribes and home to a large natural gas reserves. It is to harness the wealth of this land for national development that the government of Papua New Guinea and US energy giant ExxonMobil are constructing the multi-billion-dollar PNG LNG project. The bumpy limestone road from Tari to Angore is well maintained by local contractors engaged by the PNG LNG project.
We are located several kilometers southeast of the Heights gas conditioning plant in the background. This is Angore Block 1715, from where women have gathered from several council wards to attend the Chamber of Mines Women in Mining sewing classes.
The Huli tribes who have inhabited this ancient terrain for millennia are being fast-tracked into the modern economy. 21st century technology is taming and reshaping this wild landscape. Life is changing at a rapid pace, and many in Angore are adapting to the changes brought about by the LNG project. One way the women and youth of Angore have responded to these waves of change is through organizing themselves under the auspices of the Angore Women and Youth Development Foundation.
And then because of my job with the foundation here, last year February I resigned from my paid job in Oktedi, and the project business development section of the PNG LNG gave me a job as a business development advisor for women and youth in the upstream north. So I was doing that job and was based at Kobalu. And then I heard about Valentina Kaman from public relations within the ExxonMobil, ran me up and said, Teresa, do you know that there is a lady called Leslie Bennett down at uni? She's down there to do some initial training needs assessment for the women in the upstream LNG project, and I think you should go and see her and go and meet her and talk to her. So I went down to uni, and then there she was. That's how I saw her, and then she was also excited that I was not only a contractor employee for ExxonMobil, working for ExxonMobil, but she found out that I had a foundation or association in Angore. I was a chairperson. So we discussed on how we could, what I was doing. She was interested in what I was doing. So as part of her tour, she came, I brought her to Angore. And then she made I facilitated the initial assessment.
The women in Angore really wanted to learn how to sew because they wanted to make their own clothes for themselves and their families. The cost of buying a Mary blouse in Tari is over 90 kina, between 90 to 100 kina. So they wanted to be able to make their own clothes for themselves to wear, for their families to wear. They thought it was really important for them. And this is what the skill that they wanted to learn, and that's the skill that they identified.
The partnership between the Chamber of Mines and Petroleum and the Angore Women and Youth Development Foundation has provided opportunities for women to gain life skills training that will assist them in the new economy. It was therefore an exciting day for the women of Angore as they welcomed the team from the Chambers of Mines and Petroleum program.
I'm so excited for the Chamber of Mines. Leslie Bennett, Women in Mining and Petroleum. So the next person will come and lay a flower ribbon on Leslie's neck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The women then escorted the team to the community center at Homai. There was quite a lot of excitement as the sewing machines were brought in. Each of the trainees were registered and assigned a sewing machine. Their training would take place over the course of 3 weeks. Many of the women had never threaded a sewing needle, nor had they handled a sewing machine. But even by the first day of sewing, they were showing signs of progress, baby steps towards becoming seamstresses. The culmination of their efforts would come about on the presentation day. Representatives of the Chamber of Mines and Petroleum, ExxonMobil, the Hoya Bia United Church Circuit, and the local Angore leaders gathered to witness the graduation. Councillor Dixon Aipe stressed the importance of local leaders supporting women's empowerment, but also highlighted the importance of ensuring sustainability of such training opportunities.
So one la toto by me work before a place blonogat sabe awesome sabe halo sama all mama sabe long halo sama more clothes now look all mama bilas good sidania me amas because he been sabe all mama and 1 2 na last kim by me give me blah now mama looks sabe bin or sabe halo sama more clothes that's all sila masin now simia and pag karim ko laos na basidan na goras na go bagarap because no got welong buy more material long wag buy material long some of them so lo yeno got material now so was one last kimi ba asking bro sem ibla sabalong wana ma porsa other more material please ibla masabotim or mamalong mama organ come buy that's all buy more material or mama
Teresa Tangado, the president of the Angore Women and Youth Development Foundation, expressed her people's gratitude towards various stakeholders.
Thank you, Leslie Bennett. You've been come, you like boom stop now. You've been come look now, looking ma. Yeah, thank you, Lo. ExxonMobil, Lo. Kiss him, Leslie, come. Lo, look, Lo, need Lo, Mary Lo, Angore. Lo, June this year. Now, I'm been come now asking you, play. One of need play you play. You play like you want them training needs. Now you play talk. Me play sawe Lo. Bake him, scone. So now me play like sawe Lo. Sum up. So you play going to put in number 1, sum up. So sum up them go number 1. So Leslie, no wasting time. I'm going to find him sample way low. System lo helping them lo buy machine or something. Thank you, Exxon Mobil. Lo helping them lo buy sewing machine ken na. Salimem kam na wuk wante mi pla meri angore. Lo this la time. Na ono salim machine tasol kam. O kisim ol trainer o kam lo we. Ono kam lo mospi. Oh yeah. Now look him. One took place. All I need you play lot of place, so you play kiss him hurry up. This now also call him was women networking and working in partnership with nearby women groups and organizations in one area. So time will come learning you me. All to build him strong bloods na sawena confidence blood. Opa working was him go yet. Me play too. All I need you me, so you mix his hawe blood. So now I'm you Mr. Blodisla happier. One is something me play like you play working pastor Minister Blo United Church I'm talking you play. Kissing go na. Make use lol masinia.
Speaking on behalf of the trainers from Hoyebia, Mary Michael Tamia expressed their personal satisfaction at the outcome of the training.
You play old school picking now me play. Look at the blows and triple because I'm picking blown plan and blood of piety man, sit down, stand up, or sum up, go was. Me blood on go money kira was him brim bedlo man, me blood on walking bedlo man, cook a couple of man put in a cam, all slab me make him not talk you blow make him all slab walk morning, kirab na cam, me black you blow some picking blown pla all fobla. Now me blood put in a hand play yet, now you blow make him go na behind me back catch up. Thank you.
As the women received their certificates, Leslie Bennett's words reminded them of the challenge that lies ahead and the need to ensure they make a difference in their community. The Chamber of Mines and Petroleum will be following up with the women in 6 months.
Me by finishing 6 months time, 6 months. But me pla come back na look him. You pla working one something one time this last 7 now you pla him. But me pla come lo working evaluation na. Come lo look him. You pla him save pinisya. You pla working something too or some superintendent minister langsung talk ya. Sewing machine by stop inside lo room na. All spider by working house long lo. But you pla use him lo working sampla good pla something lo. Improve him sit down lo you pla. So 6 months time but me pla come back in evaluate him this la training. One time this la me talk big pla thank you lo you pla hosting me one time all MTV crew. Mi pla hama mas true lo kam lo here all this la tribal fight na this la mi pla no looking mi pla no tingim this la one pla friendly community mi pla talk hama mas lo you pla welcome mi pla na God can bless him you pla lo this la walk now you pla save you pla kisim na mi hope also you pla can use him this la save lo teach him narapla walk him something lo you pla yet lo improve him life lo you pla na community blue pla. Thank you.
So what did the women themselves think of the training? 3 days into the training, we spoke to one of them. Her views best sum up the sentiments of the women.
Before, I used to do 3 things, looking after children, pig, and make garden. That was the responsibility for a woman, and that was I was doing. Even though I was an educated woman, but I don't know any skills training or anything about looking after myself, making money, looking after children, making about personal health and everything. But today you will came and teach us all many skills, and then I knew that I learned a lot from these 3 days, and then I thought that I will be one of the trainers, and then I will impart my skills and knowledge to other women, and they can be like myself. Previously, we fought over men for money. We thought that men can help us to survive our family, and we fight a lot with our husband. Now it's good that this kind of training will empower us to make our own livings, to look for money, to survive our children. Thank you for